Howdy folks, I'm the Roleplay Gamer, and this, as you can see, is City Skylines. So you may have noticed that every man and his dog on YouTube is currently playing this game at the moment. It's been sent out to various YouTubers, and I finally got my copy. Oh yeah, so it's not released yet. It will be released on the 10th of March, and it's currently under review embargo, so I can't critique it. But I can show it off. I can do as much preview content as I damn well please. So that's what we're here to do. Let's just jump the math in. Alright, oh. This is like Sophie's Choice here. I just played on Riverrun. I managed to ruin a city on Riverrun, so I'm not going to go there. Maybe Green Plains. Ooh, Blackwoods looks good. Looks like it's got a lot of water. I like rivers and lakes and nonsense. I'd really love to have like a desert, a few desert maps. But this sort of beachy area is the closest thing we got. Maybe I go with that. Sandy Beach, Lagoon Shore. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Let's go with Lagoon Shore. And we're going to call it Sunnyville, which is a reference to one of my songs. Lagoon Shore. Is that what I want, though? Hang on. Diamond Coast. I wish there were better images of these. Sandy Beach. I think that's... Yeah, let's go with Lagoon Shore. Sunnyville. We're going to drive on the left side of the road because we're not insane. And let's just start it up. Let's do it. Oh, shit. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, good. Yes, this is the one I wanted. Because otherwise some of these are quite difficult to start on indeed. Okay, so let's get started. We've got to build some roads. Now, this is quite interesting. Or rather, City Skylines is interesting in that it gives you some things that other recent city builders do not. Who shall remain nameless. Such as one-way streets, which is pretty awesome. So that's actually what we got here. One-way street in and another one out. So we've got to connect that up. We don't get large roads or highways to begin with. We've got to unlock them. So let's just start with... Alright, I'm just going to sort of set up a... hang on. Set up a guide sort of situation here. Hang on. I just want to sort of get it even. Okay. To this way. To that way. Whoa. Now, as you can see, I'm following guides here. Oh, see, that's kind of obnoxious. That's right. Yes, so let me just explain what's going on here. So, as you can see, we've got sort of a grid thing coming off the road, and that is where you zone. It actually shows you like the width, the depth rather, of your zoned areas. So that is one block right there, that marker. So if I click there and then go along, it's perfectly spaced to fit, you know, buildings on either side. Actually, that looks crooked to me. Hold on. Wait a second, what's going on here? Yeah, that's alright. Sometimes it doesn't, the whole roads locking into each other snapping system isn't perfect. But, you know, if you're paying attention, it sort of gets the job done. Alright. Enough yammering. Let's... Go away. We need to connect these one-way roads. Come on, nothing? Alright, fine. Alright, awesome. Boom. That's one. Now we got to connect the other one the other way. No. You can actually use a straight tool to sort of curve a little bit like that. which is good for like highway connections and whatnot. It's not all what I wanted. Just a little bit. I don't like the curvy tool. It's a little finicky. That's good enough. Anyway, we're going to bulldoze this whole area pretty soon. Anyway. Okay. Because I want to set up a better intersection. Entry and exit to the highway. Interchange, whatever you call it. Alright, well, we better zone some stuff. So I'm going to start small. I did sort of I've played 2 games so far. Rather 2 cities. One was alright. The second one, I'd basically bankrupted myself and ruined all chances of doing anything within the first 10 minutes. So like I said, this is all just temporary. We're going to bulldoze this pretty soon. That should be acceptable. Now, while we've got the money, we need to sort out our services. So first, power. Oh, good. Alright, so I should probably explain what's going on here. These dark areas are where the wind is fastest. Oh, hang on. I'd like to get 8 megawatts, because I know that's the maximum for these. You know what? Stuff that. This is all just temporary. So let's even forget about using power lines and whatnot. Let's just set these up straight close, and they can supply power directly to the grid. Because otherwise, see this blue area? That's the grid. That's the underground power grid. And if they're not connected, you've got to physically connect them, manually connect them rather, with above ground power lines. And it can become quite tedious, but there we go. I was just about to say, as this area grows, it's also going to grow the power grid and thus connect itself to this wind turbine. And now our power is alright. So now we only have to worry about water, which is bloody awesome. So we just, hang on, what am I doing? What do I set up? Hang on, let's look at prices. 250. See, the water tower is going to cost more. What's the upkeep? Upkeep is the same. No, let's go with the water tower for now, because I know it's going to cost quite a bit to set up the pipe. Alright, so let's put the water tower, because it's going to need power. Let's put it within range of our... there we go. Our wind turbine. So now we actually have to manually lay some pipe. So I like to follow the roads because it looks prettier. It's just a little... it makes sense to me. Awesome. So I've probably wasted money. I've used too much. I could have done that more efficiently. But this is... I don't know. Just... It's cleaner. Looks nicer. That's how I roll. Cool. So now we've got heaps of money. A small village kind of thing going on. Water and power. This is what I should have done before. Economy panel unlocked. Okay. Cool. Awesome. So let's speed up time. Let's do it. And we should think about expanding. And I've got to sort out... I might turn this entry into the city... I might turn that into industrial. So while we're waiting for the... Oh man, we're in the positive now. Alright, I'm just going to slow down time, exit out of this, and I'm going to show you something here. I probably should have explained this at the beginning. So this is, I think, a 2 kilometer by 2 kilometer square here. This is where you start off. However, this is not all you get. This is about the size of SimCity 5 or SimCity 13. Whatever you want to call it. That's about the size of the area you got there. However, you can purchase 8 other squares for a total of 9. Which is pretty cool. So you get a huge city. I don't think... Now, I might be completely wrong here because, disclaimer, I really haven't played much, if any at all, of the Cities XL or XXL or however many X's it is up to at this point. I haven't played much of that series, but I think the areas are pretty darn big. I don't think we quite get to like that size, but it's pretty big. And you can do it in any shape you want. So you can do like a straight line, you can do horseshoe, sort of an S shape, anything you want. You can just do a big square. That's fine. So let's sort out what we're going to do here. I think we can't buy anything yet. We've got to unlock the ability to purchase other plots here. But I think we might go north to get the beach. We definitely want the other side of this. I suppose that's the lagoon, and we probably want to come this way. We want to get that river. And maybe build a dam. I'd love that. So I'm thinking if we just grab like, hang on. So 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'd be happy with that. Maybe we move one of those over to there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that works. We haven't got access to our raw material. Is that what you call it? Hang on. Natural resources overlay. We haven't got that yet. So our decisions may depend on that. But see these discolorations here? That usually means there's some sort of natural resource there, whether it's farmland or what. I think that's probably going to be farmland. The trees here are obviously going to be forest areas, so we can have a foresting industry. I think there's a bit of a dark area here, so that might be oil or ore. We'll find out. All right, so our money is doing great. Okay. Now we've got to set up storage. So here's a fun little mechanic. See the water here? It's got arrows. This is the way it's flowing. So we've got to dump our storage, downstream so that it doesn't come in to our, water pumps here and go into the water supply, and we end up polluting our own water supply with our own nonsense. I'd like to do that. I'm going to do that at some point, just to see what happens. I think they get really sick, which is kind of fun, but I'm going to try and I don't want to pollute this area because it's nice looking. But let's dump our nonsense as close to the ocean there. I don't know if you heard that, but it's a dog barking. God damn it. They always do it at the most inopportune times too, don't they? They're quiet all day, and then when you're recording, otherwise known as why we can't have nice things. So I probably, like I said before, I probably wasted money being straight there, but at least it looks pretty and it makes sense. It's more for the matter of making sense, that's the reason I do it, so that when it's a mess of pipes, I can look at it and go, all right, it's straight, I understand what's going on here. Cool, all right, so now we've got sewage flowing out, and we're all good to go. So let's keep expanding. Where to? So we're probably gonna want to put our sort of downtown area here, I reckon. Even though that's a potential forest industry. We'll see. This looks like it could be farms. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Alright. What have we got to build? We can build the big roads now. We can't build highways yet. So I'm not going to expand over there. I want to have sort of a highway going, into the middle of the city. That'd be really cool. So let's continue with these roads. Keep it suburban. And let's just be really straight and boring for now. Hang on. I want the straight tool. And as you can see, it's all perfectly spaced out, which is awesome. So we can still zone over there. Actually, we probably could have done that. Alright. So, what do we residential. Let's focus on residential, because that's going to get us, you know, more people in our city. The more we're going to grow, the more taxes we can scum. Okay. Perfect. Ah, oh, that's nice. That feels good. Okay. Zone, 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 zone. Okay, so we've got a couple of fancy tools here. Oh, come on. All right. So we're now a little hamlet, which is cool. We've got our taxes have unlocked, it seems. Hang on. Oh, we can adjust taxes. We've got access to loans, garbage management, healthcare, and education. There you go. Cool. So let's keep zoning. Zoning? There is something wrong with my mouth, honestly. I got spastic tongue or something, so I can't even say that. Anywho, so fancy tools here. I'm going to use the marquee tool here to actually lock on to that. So otherwise, you know, it's like that. But we can actually lock onto that zoning grid there and just zone across there. That is so nice and easy. Doesn't that feel good? Isn't that just the right thing to happen? Hang on. One smooth movement. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Alright. And then we can probably put... Oh, man. Do we want to... Depends what we want to do with this area. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So maybe we put industry on the other side. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. If this is our city, like if we can grab this area and turn that into our industry, lots of forest area, we can... I'm guessing that's going to be fertile land, so we can turn that into farms, this area here. Cool. All right, let's do that. Okay, so we're going to fix up these straight lines eventually, but you got to start somewhere. I figure if we start simple and have just sort of straight lines everywhere, then we can sort of mess it up afterwards. Okay, nope. Cool. That'll do it. Alright, so what were we going to do with that? That was industry, wasn't it? Let's speed things up here. And we'll de-zone this industry, because we sure as hell don't need that. And we'll rezone it as residential. And whoops, we'll de-zone this area here, because we don't want houses too close to our highway axis. Because as you can see, look, they're actually parking on the one-way roads leading out of the city. That's ridiculous. That's why you don't want to zone too close to the highways. It's a mess. Cool. So yeah, we're freeing this area up to to get rid of it later, and fill it with something fancy. All right. Let's just use the marquee tool. Damn it. Cool beans. Oh, shit. All right. It's all right. We're swimming in money, so it's no problem. But we're going to need to connect that to power. So, oh, okay. We're actually running out of power anyway, so we may as well build some more wind turbines. No reason we shouldn't do it in the same area. Actually, we might. Here we go. Hang on. So this radius here, I'm not sure if I've mentioned this already, the sort of orange radius there is noise pollution. So that's actually going to cause our residential folks to be generally unhappy. So busy highways or just busy roads in general, industry, I think, commercial to a lesser extent, and power producing structures in general will produce noise pollution. Now you can mitigate that using sort of trees as buffers. Highways also have an upgrade. They'll build, what do you call them, sound barriers to sort of mitigate the sound pollution. So that's pretty cool. So that's something you have to consider as well. I mean, I put those there initially because it was just affecting the industry, so they probably didn't care too much. Actually, we can probably just put that there because that's 7 megawatts, which is pretty. That's pretty all right. Let's put down 2. Great, and we don't even have to build power lines. These guys need power though. Yeah, it's going to give them. I mean, that's great because it's 8 megawatts. I'm just going to do it. Stuff them. They can suck it up with their noise pollution. All right. Water. We got heaps of water. What? Just from that one. What? That one water tower. Great. So let's just continue our pipe. Pipe. Awesome. Cool beans. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. And our sewage treatment is atrocious. Why? Oh, because it hasn't got goddamn power. I always do this. All right, 8. Well, I'm just gonna build a thingamabob there. Cool. This is a great map for wind. Wind power all the way. I don't like it because it's too clean, and I like to pollute things. But but we'll put up with it for now. We'll speed it up. All right, we need to worry about our garbage, so we should probably put a landfill site, I imagine, near our industry, because they don't mind. Now, does that leave room for a road? It does. That's tasty. So eventually we'll unlock the incineration plant, which, you know, does what it says on the tin. So we, in theory, have to build less landfill sites. But damn, you get a collection of landfill sites. There we go. Cool. So we're getting up there with, we can now buy another piece of land, which we might not do just yet because we're nowhere near filling up the one we got. We can now paint down districts. We have policies. We can get a second loan, which we haven't even needed. Industry specializations. Cool. And services policies. Yep. Cool. We've got a fire department, police department, unique buildings, which is a thing I got to tell you about. New industry, forestry, and agriculture. Cool. So we can... Alright, new policies, smoke detectors. Alright, cool. Alright, so I'm not sure... you know, yeah, let's put down some districts. Alright, so you basically paint them down, and you can have, you know, different laws just for this area. You can also name it, so that's a nice thematic thing, so that's pretty cool. And sometimes... certain laws, you know, bylaws, policies is what they're called, will be very useful, especially relating to traffic and such. Anyway, hang on. What's the water situation? Oh, they need water. All right. They should be pleased with that. Awesome. I actually find laying down that pipe oddly therapeutic. This is like, especially if it's straight and like I cover everything, it's that's nice. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, they also want education. God damn, they're so demanding. What was I doing? I completely forgot what I was doing. Districts, right. So let me just paint this down. I gotta say, one thing that I'm not too crazy about here, you know, without actually critiquing the game, it's just let me just say that this is a personal opinion, and certainly in no way is it a critique of the game. I wish I had a marquee tool for painting down districts. It's just a little bit fiddly for my liking. I mean, functionally, it's fine. It's just, I like everything to be straight. Cool, so I'm turning this into an industrial district here. So I've painted down my district, and now I can call it something. Oh, what am I going to call it? I'm going to call it Smogville. That sounds post-apocalyptic, and we can set policies. Alright, power usage. Moderately reduce electricity consumption at the price of upkeep. Okay. So basically we can cause them to use less power and water for a price. Smoke detectors. I'm not sure if industry is inherently more fire risky, but I'm going to assume it is, and I'm going to install smoke detectors, and I'm also going to assume that it's power hungry. So I'm going to do that as well. It's I'm just going to say it's dollars, because I don't know what that currency is. It's $5 per building. I assume that's per month or per year. I'm not sure. It's probably per month. So that is the only part of my city that has these in effect. The rest of the city, hang on, new policies, city policies. Oh, hang on, no, we've actually applied that to the city. Right, so these are city policies. These are the policies for Smogville. So, you know, let's just give them that nonsense. I don't know what's going on here. I'm just like testing it out, testing the waters here. So let's see how that goes. So now when I click off, the rest of the city doesn't have that. So let's set this up as another district. And I might give these guys smoke detectors as well. Just to be nice. Yeah, we'll give them smoke detectors, but nothing else. What are we got to call them? Ooh, oh man, I didn't even know. I'll take suggestions in the comments for district names and such. Birdsong Park. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I'll come back to it. This is not going to be a district because it's going to be bulldozed pretty soon. So we should probably keep expanding, I dare say. Sometimes it can be tricky to find exactly which square this is. Hang on, that's not right at all. Nope. There it is. Nope, that was too far. Perfect. Alright. Splendid. Right by the big hole of water. Cool. Alright, I guess I'll make all this residential as well. Because why the hell not? Actually, you know what? We really should zone this as commercial. Is that what they call it? Low density commercial zone. Yes! Yes, it is what they call it. In fact, this whole area... Yes. Yes. Yes, we'll zone that as residential and make this whole area commercial. You know, it's like a strip of shops. I like the way that sounds. I like the cut of its jib. I couldn't tell you what a jib is, but I like it. Alright, and we'll just extend. Hang on, that's we're gonna alright. We're gonna end up expanding in that general direction anyway, so that's fine. And I should probably cut off the video here, I dare say. Because otherwise it's gonna be huge. Hang on, let me just finish this because you know, I want to finish it. Come on, baby. Come on. Ah, that's nice. Alright, and I'm actually going to delete that. All this. I don't know if there's a way to delete a whole line of roads. If there is, I haven't found it yet. Cool. And this is going to be commercial. And the rest of it residential. Great. I like that so far. And then we'll sort of fix it up, make it a little less square. Although I like the idea of having sort of square sections, perhaps some of them at an angle and all connected in weird ways. So you've got sort of an angular city. Anyway, so I'm going to leave it there for now, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Roleplay Gamer, out.